Conceive, believe, achieve.
This is former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Michael Bisping.
Paddy the Baddy here. You're listening to Combat Sports UK.
And you're watching Combat Sports UK.
Cameron, victorious tonight at Samurai Fighting Championships. Sum up your emotions after that one.
It's quite an emotional one for me. You know, I've been out for 2 years. It's been a long time being away for the game, but it's nice to be back in there and obviously get the win. So yeah, happy with that.
You just said you've been out for just over 2 years now. How good does it feel being back in there throwing bombs?
It's sort of surreal feeling. You forget, sort of when you have so much time away, you forget what it really feels like, the build up to it, being in there. You know, the lights, the cameras, the crowd. So just getting a feeling for that, getting an energy, feeling the energy of the place. And just, yeah, emotions running high, but managed to keep calm in there.
I mean, just before we started this interview, you said you've been out in Canada for a while and you've come back, had 5 weeks over it and got back in there. And then you go in there and you put a performance like that after snowboarding for a few years. Just how good is that? How much of a motivation does that give you to get back in there again?
It's massive motivation, to be honest. You know, having such a long time away from it, I forgot sort of how good fighting is and training is for my mind and my mentality. I hadn't been feeling myself for a while I was away. Just a few things like as everyone goes through in life. But yeah, so I texted my coach one day. I said, look, I'm coming home end of March. What's available? He's like, Samurai, May the 11th. I was like, right, straight home, straight into camp. You know, no breaks, nothing. And it's just, yeah, it's nice to put my mind to something and do something worthwhile.
You've obviously had quite a short training camp then. How does the body feel? How did you feel in there?
My gas tank's not as good as it used to be honest. That's one thing I was worried about. Obviously, I had the power on him, landing the cleaner, bigger shots. I probably could have let my hands go a bit more, probably waited a bit too much, but yeah, happy to get the win, happy with my first performance back, get rid of that ring rust.
Were you surprised that he didn't go down because you were landing absolute bombs on his chin?
Yeah, I was surprised. He was a tough boy, to be fair. He's an awkward opponent, you know, long range, he's 6'1". I don't think I've ever fought someone that tall before, and I used to fight at featherweight. So I've obviously dropped down for this one. I was surprised. I was lighting him up on the feet with the punches. Surprised he didn't try and go to the floor more. He did have me in an armbar, which was pretty tight, but I was pretty sweaty, so I managed to get out of that, which is yeah, I was pretty happy about.
So as we've mentioned, that's now your first fight in 2 years. 3-3 now, and it seems like you've got the itch to get straight back in there. What's the rest of your future look like the next year or so?
I'll probably be out in Canada, to be honest. That's where I'm living and working at the moment, which I love. It was nice to just come back and get a camp in and do something I haven't done for a while. But there's a possibility to fight in Canada. I'll see what opportunities arise and take it from there.
And finally, is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out to tonight?
Shout out to all my friends and family watching from around the world, and especially you guys in Canada. Really appreciate the support.
Cameron, thanks so much. And
thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it.